The DAO is the darling of the DeFi space, and right now, Diatom is making a splash, so to speak. Diatom is going to be a DAO that is focused on plastic removal of oceans. And what I really want to talk about here, hopefully you're familiar with DAOs, how they work. I know a lot of people that are going to be watching this are familiar with Klima. I primarily make videos with Klima. Klima is the first DAO that I got heavily involved with. I want to go over the tokenomics really quick of this protocol because I think it's very interesting. It is very similar to Klima with a couple little tweaks. So here's how it works: is you're going to put you, me, anybody, the royal we, right? Entities can take assets. It's called tokens that build the treasury. I'm assuming that means stablecoins. So let's, for the sake of simplicity, for the sake of building a conceptual map, take something we're all familiar with: USDC. I refuse to say USDT for personal reasons. USDC. I take USDC. I bond it into the treasury. I give it to the protocol. In return, the protocol is going to give me back its native token called DIAT. Okay? So we've traded. It's gotten USDT. I've gotten DIAT. It will take that USDC, DT. It will give it to projects that will do cleanup of the ocean. Will remove like plastics from the ocean. That plastic will be verified by Vera. Vera is also doing carbon credits. So they also do a plastic reduction credit. They basically make a credit that you did work to help the ocean. Those will be minted. PRC will be minted. PRC is plastic reduction credits, and they will be, moved to a chain. They'll be printed on a chain, and they will be put into the protocol. So these plastic credits of that Vera issues are legacy. They are off chain. They will move on chain, similar to how in Klima you have a bunch of carbon VCUs, verified carbon units, I believe it's called, off chain. They get moved on chain and ultimately pulled together into something called a basic carbon ton. They get moved into the protocol, these PRCs. These PRCs are then sold to entities, probably businesses and countries that need to lessen their footprint because of compliance or voluntary reasons. Very interesting, brilliant scheme as far as I'm concerned. I think this has a lot of potential. It's a DAO that has a real-life use case besides making money. This looks solid. I like the plans. I'm going to leave a link for this. I'm going to leave a link for what plastic credits are and how Vera how they go about that. And so there's going to be a treasury that accepts the tokens we talked about, right? So if you bond USDC, they have to be stored somewhere. Those PRCs are going to be received and distributed. They will be locked in the treasury, I'm assuming, for safekeeping. LP fees, liquidity provider fees, just like other DAOs are doing, protocol-owned liquidity. So the protocol will be able to put up its own trading pairs on dApps such as like SushiSwap, Uniswap, whatever chain you're on. Fees are collected when people operate, when users take advantage of those liquidity pools, and those liquidity fees will be captured by the protocol. That's huge. And staking is a big part of these DAOs, particularly in the early stage where they want an incentive to attract investors and keep investors. These whole protocols, these whole schemes are based on keeping people around. And one way you can do that is by promising them a high, juicy APY. So if you're familiar with DAOs, particularly Klima, I would say that this is just I shouldn't say just this is an exciting way to branch out to cleaning up the oceans. It's a very similar concept as far as I can tell, but I'm sure it has its own unique flavors and flares, and I would definitely say to investigate. Obviously, do your own research. Investing carries risk. This is not financial advice, and any new project carries with it enormous amount of risk, but the potential for enormous amount of reward, including financial and environmental benefits. All right, take care. Leave any questions, comments, or concerns in the comment section. Suck that plastic. Let's go, Diatom. Peace.